Thank you, shortcakes. It's nice to see you here. Missed you all from last show. Thanks for making it another great one. You're an audience that kills it every time. Don't worry. Maybe someday you'll be my TV-10. Yeah, the moment you've all been waiting for, huh? Today's kind of special. I've been feeling different. A lot of things have been going right and wrong all at once, and I can't make heads or tails of it. So, I thought I'd bring someone else into this madness. You. Yeah. You. How'd you like it backstage? You can tour the trailer and maybe get that Hollywood access, you know? Too blunt? Well, see if you like it before you knock it. Was it too random? I gotta ask. Right there, right then, I didn't feel like being alone. Sorry. Makes it sound like I used you as a fucking excuse, and... well, maybe it's not too far from the truth. I might be a pop star, but... people underestimate. There's good and bad that comes with fame. No, I didn't try and get you into this for any other reason than just to understand you. Maybe that's a long shot, but I don't know. You had that sparkle in your eye where it seemed like you might want something different in your life. Am I wrong? Sorry, you can go if you want. Oh, it doesn't seem like you want to. Trust me, it's no problem if you stay. I did offer after all. If I just seem a little off, it's 'cause recently. Drama. You no doubt have heard about it, especially if you were in the audience front row like you are. More or less, you could take it a lot of different ways, but I feel kind of betrayed. Yeah. So you do know. Nothing against Kenma, or even Bokata, but every now and then we have our creative differences, and sometimes things get carried away, what can I say? And this was one of those times. Last time I can remember, we were best buddies, and now fame's got us all torn up. I wish I could say it in a way that was more elegant, but it's got me fucked up. So hey, I was thinking maybe if you want something, if you want to get away from it all, you might like to pull a disappearing act. And God, what am I saying? It's so spontaneous of the moment. I didn't have a chance to think about it, but that's the best fucking part. You're a complete stranger to me, but I have a feeling I'm not a complete stranger to you, and somehow that dynamic is working real well with me. It just somehow helps to know I'm not gonna be in this situation where I have to know everything about you. The mystery, the fun of getting to know you sounds more fun than hanging out with these bastards that always, they see and want one thing. Tell me, are you just another TV-10? Or are you the TV-10? I can't tell you. How the only thing I'll promise is that there won't be a dull moment. You know how you can tell that? It's in your eyes. It's like a road map. When you look in someone's eyes, you can tell a lot about them. What do you see in mine? That's an oddly direct question, but I'll give you an oddly direct answer. Am I hitting on you? Well, if I kissed you right now, would that give you your answer? Well, satisfied? Didn't think so. You can punch me if you want, or judge me all you like. I'm just doing whatever comes to mind because, well, when a guy like me has it all, it's silly how much you don't have. At least everybody else thinks I have it all. Until you look at things from the perspective of somebody who doesn't want what he's got. Makes me sound spoiled, right? I might be an idol. Someone in your eyes that glistens like a star in the skies. But as they say, stars are beautiful from afar. But get too close and you get burned, right? Fuck. I hate that paradox. It makes me angry every time. So, want to tell me about your story or keep hearing the angst of mine? You want to get burned, don't you? Well, I can't promise it's not that hot because, well, you know, I'd be lying to you. Don't really like lying, especially not to someone who's a fan and now acquaintance. Nice to meet you, by the way. You can just call me Kuroo, the bad boy of the idol group. You already knew what to expect, didn't you, Tibetan? I have a habit of saying it too much. Last time I got in trouble for it. This time, I'll just call you my sweetheart. Can't promise I won't slip into old habits, but with you, I think I'm a new man. After all, I did offer to throw away my career right now with you and do something crazy. Sounds refreshing, doesn't it? Probably to your life of all these expectations people have. Unfair ones, too. You think there's a fair expectation in this whole world? Fat chance. Think about it. Everybody wants what they don't have, and they strive for things that they don't belong striving for. And then you get this big parody of life. You get people at the top wishing they weren't, wishing they were normal, wishing everybody didn't put their name on the back of a cereal carton or in the name of some commercial mouth, and rot in the eyes of people whenever they make a mistake. No. Yeah, you wouldn't think the bad boy has that kind of concern, but what can I say? Bad boy or not, I still have my dreams, and you know what my biggest one, that's the hardest one to get of all? Finding someone who really takes the time to get to know me as me, not the idol me, not the mean lights. The me behind it all, the struggling guy that sometimes wonders what it's all about, why I'm here, why people like me, or how people could consider me attractive. Look at that. Already stumbling upon myself, making a fool of myself. I kind of like this new image. What do you think, Chibi-chan? You want more? Or less? Or maybe something else? You know, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what you want, does it? You get what life's dishing out. Sort of like lunch day at school. You can bring your own. That's what I did. That's why I was the odd one out. Growing up and now, I've always been the bad guy. So the question is, darling, how bad of a guy do you want? How bad of a guy are you willing to get to know? You could just walk away right now. What you gonna do, shortcake? Is this really what you want? Really your desires? I can't tell. Or is it that fan heart of yours deciding you should maybe stick around, see what you can get out of me? You know, you could probably get pretty famous with just the footage of recording this. Tempting, isn't it? No. You don't look the slightest bit tempted. I know money's tight. People gotta respect that stuff. But if you want my opinion, I hate it. You ever wondered why there's that duality of my character on stage? I don't know if you've seen the news articles, but I give away everything I earn because it makes me sick to hold it. It makes me grossed out to see what it does to people, and I've seen what it did to my bandmates. Even if they don't notice, even if everybody doesn't notice, even if the producer has always been a conniving, scheming bastard, I don't like it. I want to live a simple life. I got strung along being the outcast, and I thought I could make a difference in the world, and that's fine. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Maybe my music hits the hearts of people that also feel the same as me. Or maybe it's just a cash grab by a bigger company and I'm just their pawn. Isn't it amazing how perspective changes it all? Fuck. Look at me getting all sentimental with someone I just met. Don't worry, no tears here. If I was gonna shed them, I would have done that a long time ago. But at least for now, I think a better alternative is to get lost in your story. So, want to tell me about it? You're quite shy about it, huh? Is it shy? Maybe you're proud and you don't want me to get too attached. Or maybe you want to wrap me around your fucking finger. Honestly, I kind of hope it's the last one. What's the matter, Davidson? Is it bad that I say what I want bluntly to your face instead of beating around the bush about it? And why not? What's the harm in being honest? If I'm honest to a fault, then that just makes me better than 90% of these fuckers out here. Difference is, if I think something, you're gonna hear it right then and there, sweetheart. So, am I everything you thought I was? You look a little shocked, I'm not gonna lie. It's just like the reality, pulling the mask off. Better do it quick, like a piece of tape wrapped around your eyelid or something. Oh, that's a horrible analogy. God, it made me cringe. Sorry about that. Anyways, what do you think? Am I good enough? You think I need therapy or you think I need you? Your choice. Cute answer. Difference is, I don't know that I care about it yet. I'll care about it when I feel like it. Fucking hell. Fuck. You know what? David-san. I mean it. If you want to get to know me, all this fucking shit is just the warm-up. You sure you really want to get to know your idol? I guess I'm living up to the bad guy part in a little few ways, but there's plenty of ways that I don't. Plenty of ways that I'm still learning with it. Now I'll tell you right now exactly what I'm gonna do. Come here, real close. Yeah, I'm gonna whisper this between me and you. I'm gonna shake up your world a little bit, if you let me. Or you can push me away. I can be that rock star you always wanted. You can live a crazy life with me of, I don't know, going and donating to charity with me and eating some kind of fast food afterwards. Not just fucking with you in the second part. If it's not healthy food I made with my own hands, I don't feel good about eating it. Please, tell me what it is you want. Deepest, darkest desires. Bet I can make it happen. Tell me what you are, I'll be your figurative genie and I'll grant your 3 wishes. I owe you that much for stealing your kiss, right? Was it your first kiss? If so, don't worry about it. I'll make up with my first kiss. Yeah, maybe it didn't seem like it, but I never had the guts to kiss someone before, but I guess this tipping point just gave me that wonderful first step. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Davidson. That's the story of my life, isn't it? I don't know what I'm doing, and I never will. The wandering fool trying to make a difference. Maybe never making a difference in anything. What do you think, shortcake? You gonna be my rock star? You already rocked my world, if I'm being honest. You rocked my world by giving me this chance. Then again, I guess I kinda guilt you into it, so... Sorry about that. Truly. I'm not being sarcastic, I promise. Even if I want you here. If you feel like you're pressured to, please, for your sake, for my sake, fuck, for the world's sake, walk out that door. But if you actually want to be here, just because you want to get to know me, just because you want to do something that isn't a selfish desire involving money, power, fame, then stick around. I just don't know. It's hard to trust people, you know? I've been on the end of my rope for a while. Just don't know how to pull myself back up on the ledge. So it's like a constant, clinging, uncomfortable thing. Like when you have a dream of someone who did something bad. Someone who never existed, or maybe they did. But you can't quite tell. That symbolism, that bullshit. The only thing I really want from it, from this entire life, is to find that person who can understand my madness. And Davidson, you might be the one. Maybe. Maybe not. Only way to find out is see how you respond to a lot more than this. Fuck if I know what I mean. But then you say, Kuroo, you should know what you say and what it means, right? No. I wish, you know. I wish it were that easy, but truth is, if I don't understand something, how can I expect you to? And the truth of the day is, I don't fucking understand myself. But I want to find out. Want to help me learn about you? Maybe learn about me in the process, see what we got. You're awfully cute. You know that? No, not in that cliched pick-up line kind of way, but in the way that I want to know what you're thinking at that moment. I want to know what that glisten behind your eyes means. You're also cute because you don't know when to quit. You know, a lot of people probably would have stopped right then. Stopped when I had the door open, saying they should leave. But you know what? You might just be a rock star after all. Someone who can make my life feel like it's worth something. Now I know it's not your responsibility to do that, and I don't exactly devalue it, it's just that it feels so plastic. And you don't. Fuck, how do I say this? Something about you, maybe it's a sixth sense, or maybe I'm losing my mind, but something about you in that audience, you stuck out like a sore thumb. And I couldn't help it. I had to know. I had to figure it out. Why you were different. Why I wanted to do something fucking stupid. And here we are. Doing something twice as stupid as I originally thought. Just moseying here. Just existing. Just making it about us when I don't even know if there is an us. Fuck, you want to try it? You want to try dating someone for the first time? Because that's kind of what I want to do. I never tried, and I don't want to rush anything, but at the same time, what the fuck do I do? I'm supposed to be this rock star. Probably everybody thinks I got 5 people on each arm. Just drowning in favors, bodily and otherwise. You want to know the truth? Fuck. Was hoping you'd say no. It's easier to come up with a fancy lie than it is to come up with the truth of it. I'd give way too embarrassed with that shit. Not to mention disgusted. If I'm with someone, I want it to be between me and them. But I never found that someone, so I just assumed it wasn't fucking for me. I just assumed that I wasn't the dating type, that I wasn't meant for love, that I was gonna be that guy who's a rock star to the bitter end. never really finding what was my dream all along, which I figured out in a bitter realization when the very first love of my life cut me off. Am I talking about you? Well, if I did, it wouldn't make any sense here now, would it? Nah. I got cut off from someone. That admittedly was my own fault. Look, I was a little pushy trying to do the cool guy act. They could see through me. They grew up with me after all. And while I might have fucked it up with them, I can at least say I'm thankful to still be friends. In a sense. Look at me gushing to you when I think you might be that first love. That first one, the more I thought about it, the more I realized it wasn't that fairy tale ending that I wanted it to be, or even the start that I wanted it to be, but fuck if I didn't try. I tried in all the wrong ways, and I realized I wasn't in love with them. I was in love with the idea of not being alone, and then it dawned on me. I'm fucking lonely, but I didn't have the courage to admit it. Drowned it in all those bad things, and now look at me. Do I regret a damn thing? Fuck no. Why would I? You only get to live one life. Why waste it regretting? And I wouldn't have gotten half as far as I did if I did regret. I mean, fuck it. I don't have time to regret a single thing, so what I'm telling you right now, even if it's fucking difficult, even if at the end of the day, I come to find out I made a fool of myself and ruined my career, then so be it, because I'd be willing to take all those risks at this one tiny sliver of a chance that you see me as more than just a rock star, that you see me as the man. Lonely man, maybe a little sad, maybe a bit psychotic, but a human instead of a pop star. Well, at the same time, guess me being that idol, that pop star in the view of you and the view of millions out there, I still don't mind that. But what really gets me is that look you had. You saw me, and I think you saw right through me, did you? You can be fucking honest if I'm just delusional, but something about you felt different, like you knew me inside and out, more than people for the image or people for my personality, for being a bad boy who breaks the guitar every time, for being the bad boy who does that sick solo in the vocals, for being that bad boy who's always looking like he's a monster who would get with anything that walks and seduce it, right? Fuck. When the reality is more boring, is it sad? I mean, you can see it plain and simple right in front of you. What am I to you, huh? Am I that bad boy still? Or am I just a man who doesn't know what he's doing? Maybe I'm not even a man, technically. I'm stuck back when I was 12. Even if I'm 26. Damn. You would think I'd have been a lawyer or something by now. But might as well have been, right? With the stress that comes from all this. I've heard some pretty horrific things from law school, but being the pop star I am, being the man that is the devil of the scene, the devil of this goddamn band. Being a pop star, you have to smile when you don't want to. But I do feel like smiling in front of you. I mean, fuck, I actually felt like that show. All the fucked up shit in my life that had just gone down, I forgot about it. And I got lost in those eyes of yours. That's the shameful part. And I guess the kind of pathetic part is I didn't have the willpower to stop myself from asking you to come back here. Because I needed to know why those eyes captivated me, but I think I understand it now. You're a good listener. Never met someone who wanted to listen to all this bullshit. Did I ruin the image, what you see me as? Fuck yeah, I hope you did. I hope it did. You could see me for me. Yeah, there's this mask we all wear on stage. It's still us, of course. We're still the people. It's just, you know how show business is. They say it'll steal your soul. It'll make you into something you're not. It'll do all those things, but I refuse to back down. Guess it was my bad boy tendencies, and I just couldn't handle the fact that others didn't have that consistency. That others who I trusted, who I really fucking cared about, just, they gave up on their ideals. I mean, fuck it. That phrase always haunts me. Everyone has their price, right? Well, David, son, I don't fucking have a price. There's no price to get me to love you. I'm afraid even if you had the most rich family, the most rich bank account, every single thing that I could ever want, right? I still wouldn't have what I wanted. That's it. You got it. What I fucking wanted from the start is someone to listen. Someone who actually cares about what I say. Sure, people care. They care about the facade they're shown. They care about the stars in the spotlight. And sure, that's still fucking me. I'm still a bad guy. I mean, I wouldn't be saying half these things if I wasn't, but the main difference is, out there, I don't have flaws. Everything's taken away. The camera shows it perfect. Everything is perfect. But I'm not. I could never be perfect. But I want someone who appreciates that imperfection. See, look at you. You're just like me. Perfectly imperfect. And I know you think that probably about yourself, yeah. You probably think I'm flawless still in the back of your mind, but let me tell you, shortcake, there ain't nothing perfect about me. Not even a little bit. And even if I could be perfect, why the fuck would I want to? If I could, then I'd be boring. Empty. I'd just be that persona on stage all the fucking time, right? And then guess what? If I ever fell down that rabbit hole, if I ever ended up like those who give into the fucking money, they give into the fame, they give into the fact they could have anything, they get corrupted by it. If I ever became like them, I'd just fade away. All these beautiful imperfections, nobody'd see them, nobody'd get a chance, and then all of a sudden, it all ends. For what? That's not how I want my life to go. Not by any fucking means. Now, David, son, you got a choice to fucking make. Are you gonna stay here with me? Maybe get to know me more, or are you gonna go? You know, either way, I wouldn't blame you. There's been a lot of things, and you're no therapist. Or maybe you are. Doesn't fucking matter right now. Because you could be the best fucking therapist in the world, and I bet I could give you a run for your money. Not saying I'm psychotic, but I am saying I'm over the top. Maybe bad, maybe good. Depends on who you ask. Depends on what you ask. Now, getting to know us, do you want to try something crazy and wild, never before seen? You want to run away with me? I mean, why not? What's the worst that could fucking happen, huh? What's the worst that could come of us running together? Running away, hiding, maybe using the money for something good. Using the fame, see what happens. Look at me. I'm saying how I'm not like them. I'm different than other guys, but then I just mentioned using my money and power. I guess I'm no better than them. But perspective separates that. You get to make your choice. Am I good or bad, Davidson? Am I someone who takes advantage of a shortcake, wide-eyed, looking for something? Am I that kind of bad man? Or maybe I'm a good man with bad circumstances. What do you think? Who am I? And do I get to call you my baby? Do I get to say that this crazy meeting, this random happenstance, is more than just chance? Maybe you and I could make something of this. Maybe you want to see how deep this rabbit hole goes. I sure as fuck do. I mean, come on. Fuck it, let's go. Somehow I knew you'd go along with it. It's just... fuck if I don't feel a little guilty involving someone with such beautiful eyes. And something so... risky. Well, I guess the only fucking risk here is that you get blamed and shown on social media. Oh boy, what's that gonna do? You know, it gets me every time. People get sad, people get angry, people get happy. It all fluctuates in this weird superficial tornado of dominoes that go and fall and fall. And that's why I'm not worried what people fucking think of me. I'm worried what you think of me. You're not some churning machine of people who will never see me in person. You're a real flesh and blood human who took the fucking time out of your day and decided to follow me up here. Yeah, it's one thing to just follow because you get a chance, a 1 in 1,000 chance, 1 in a million, 1 in a billion. It doesn't fucking matter. But it's another thing to sit and listen to someone tell you how it really is. Does someone give you the real instead of just how people want it to be? I may have killed the Kuroo you know and replaced him with me, the one who has these problems, these imperfections, but the one thing I can promise is I'll make that first kiss worth it. I didn't expect a kiss to make all the difference, but fucking hell. Maybe it's that. What do you think, Shaggy? I like that answer. Creative too. That was the way you said it. Kiss. Eloquent. Short, sweet, and to the point. Award-winning. Breathtaking. Yeah, fucking sounds like I'm making movie reviews, but really all I want is to make you mine. Selfish as usual, bad as usual, right? I don't fucking care. And I just as well kiss you against this wall as I would let you break down any semblance of walls I've got up left. Why don't we stay back here for a while? Do something more crazy. I never said I wasn't a bad guy. I'm just a bad guy with a lot of time on his hands. Well, that's a fucking lie. I'm just dipping out of responsibilities. And of course, making sure to spoil you on the way down. If we're gonna fall down to the pits of desires or whatever the fuck you want it to be. If I'm gonna give in to this temptation of having you in my arms, then I might as well do it right. Right? I might as well make you feel even more special by taking a plunge in something I never thought I could. Let's go, baby. Please don't tell me this is the part where you say all those fucking feelings for me were a joke. Nah, you got too good of a heart for that. I mean, come on, look at me. You think I could live without your embrace, huh? Bold of you to assume that I'm not tough. You know what they say, fake it till you make it. I just faked it better than all the rest. I was myself, don't get me wrong, but myself isn't anywhere near as cool as the bad boys everyone looks up to. I mean, I look up to them too. If not, why do you think I'd be such a big asshole? I'm kidding, I'm not. I just look that way on the surface. At least I know what I am. Do you know who you are? Yeah, I figured as much. You know, even though I say that, I know who I am, but I don't know myself. It's like being aware. You got all the information at your fingertips, right? It's like being on that supercomputer, but all the things that communicate with the computer aren't there. You got no way, just a screen to look at. All the information laid out in front of you, and still nothing really to hold it all together. And that's exactly how I feel when I look in the mirror. I know who I am, but I don't know myself. There's no personal relationship. I always ran away from who I was. I mean, fuck it. Who wants to be that outsider I was? Well, I guess now I don't mind it so bad. Thanks to someone right there. Finally, there's someone to share it with, so it doesn't feel so empty. Not saying you need someone to share it with, but for me personally, I live for this feeling, and I don't want it to end. And if you don't want it to end, then we make some shit out of this. Come on, Sharkcake. You want to make something of this crazy, random relationship we got going on here? I sure as hell do. I want to make sure that everything I do is taken the right way, that it's not offending you, making you feel like you're outcast more than you are. And if you want to be an outcast like me, well, Davidson, I've got news for you. You already are. Don't gotta change much for me. In fact, don't change. You are like the best person I've ever met in my whole life. These 3 years of touring and so on. I never had much luck with people, if you want me to be honest with you. Brutally honest, I don't do people. Not really. I mean, I do when it comes to you, but look, this is my roundabout way of asking you, will you go out with me? You want to try and change things from the inside, huh? Well, we could always just run away if it goes south, so I guess you've got a point there. Just don't go changing yourself, Davidson. The moment you do that, I'm gonna feel sad. I don't want to lose anyone else that I hold dear. I don't want distance to form between us, and I want it to be a fucking awesome day. Every single day. So, Davidson, what's it gonna take to keep you to stay with me, but also stay exactly how you are? You can change little things, but I don't want to see you redefining what it means to be the cute little short kick in my eyes, yeah? You're cool too, don't get me wrong. It's just you're a little bit of both. Sorry, I just can't help it. I call him as I see him, and, well, so far you just know exactly what I want, or maybe you don't. Maybe you're just one of those people that does all the right things without knowing it. And if you do, fuck yeah. And if you don't, you're doing a damn good job anyway. I just hope you'll come into who you want to be, instead of trying to please me, because I want you to be happy. You know I mean that, Sharkcake. I really mean it. So if I ever don't make you happy, drop my ass faster than you can say bye. Alright. That's a promise, Davidson. No compromising. Happiness or nothing. We're in this together. Got it? Yeah, I gave you permission to punch me earlier. You gonna take me up on that now? Didn't think so. Here's a consolation prize.